welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Gigi with Gigi Loves Beauty too, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my face primers and eye primers that are in my collection for 2022. So without further ado, let's get started with this video, y'all. All right, you guys, so here are all of my primers. So this over here is my face primers. These products over here are my eye primers. Go ahead and pause this video and see if you can guess how many products I have here. So guess eye primers and face primers. I'll give you a little bit. Okay, so you ready for the number? So over here, you are looking at 22 eye primers and products that I use as eye primers. And then over on this side, you are looking at 39 face primers. Not sure how well, yes, I am sure how I acquired all this stuff. A lot of it I bought, a lot of it I got on subscriptions. So let's not waste any more time. I'm going to start with the eye primers first. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the products that I use for my eye primers and eye prep. I'm going to start with these two right here. These are the ones that I have in my current Shop My Stash. So this is the Mirabella eyeshadow primer. To me, this behaves, there's the applicator right there. To me, this primer behaves just like my Urban Decay Potion Primer. It works really, really well. Eyeshadow lasts a really long time, lasts all day, doesn't crease or anything. And then this is actually a liquid eyeshadow that I found at Dollar Tree. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Liquid Catsuit Cream Liquid Eyeshadow. And it's in the shade Sand Castles. This is like damn near my skin tone. And but I bought it to use as an eye primer, and again I use it. I found this at Dollar Tree. This again works really well, but I do have to set this with a powder so that I can make sure I can blend eyeshadows over top of it. So let's start over here. This is also a Dollar Tree find. This is the LA Colors Contour Stick in Light. I've used this to clean up under my brows. I've used it as an eye primer, so I really do enjoy that. Have here the Too Faced 24-Hour Shadow Insurance. This is a brand new one. I don't think I've used this yet. Yeah, I have already emptied one of these though, and I do really like this. It does work. It does make your eyeshadow last all day. I have two of these Essence I Love This Stage eyeshadow base. This one is open, and I'm working on this one. It's almost gone, so I might pull this in my next Shop My Stash, I'm not sure, but this one right here is a brand new one that isn't open. They don't have a shade, it's just the base, I believe. Yeah, it's just the base. So one of the first eyeshadow bases that I actually purchased, and yeah, I like that too. Super affordable. This product right here is not really an eyeshadow base at all. I don't know why I have it in here, but here it is. It's the Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. I guess maybe I have it in here because it's like eye prep. I have used a small size of this. I got this in BoxyCharm. I'm actually thinking about decluttering this because it's just too much for under my eye. I don't really have very serious bags under my eyes, so when it dries down, it's just a little bit too dry for me. But yeah, that's cool. I spent way too long talking about that. This right here is my holy grail eyeshadow primer. The best eyeshadow primer in the business as far as I'm concerned, for high end. And I know there's other ones out there that are really good, but this one is just my favorite. This is the Urban Decay Potion Primer. This is the original one. Absolutely love this. Sorry about my dog barking. I think somebody's at the door. Hold on about that, y'all. Again, real life happens. Okay, so yeah, I have a mini and I have a full size. I also have a backup right here because I love this eye primer. One of my favorites. This is the Revlon Colorstay eyeshadow primer. From what I can remember, it's pretty good. It's not as good as some of the other affordable ones that I have, but I mean, it works. I bought it to try it, so it's nice. This is the Milani eyeshadow primer. Have I tried this? Let's see. Oh, I have tried it. I've tried it once. I think I tried this when I did like I bought this to do like a full face of Milani makeup, so I needed a Milani eyeshadow primer. Again, it was just okay. I am gonna use it. I don't have any need to buy any more eyeshadow primers because it takes me a long time to go through them. So there's that. This is my Morphe eyelid primer. I love this. I had this in my stash. I was using this for the longest time and finally wanted to switch it out. I'm almost done with it. I would definitely repurchase this. I highly recommend it. It's a very, very comfortable eyeshadow primer. I have here the e.l.f. All Day Stay eyeshadow primer. I am not sure if I've tried this. I maybe have tried this once or twice. Again, bought it because I wanted to do so that I could have a full face of e.l.f. I love e.l.f. They're one of my favorite affordable brands that I own. So yeah, it's really nice, although I don't remember how well it actually made my eyeshadow last. I'll have to pull it and try it again for that. So this right here is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This is just a little sample size. I think I got this as like a free gift from Ulta. It's just okay. I wouldn't repurchase that. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is just the white one, and it does have a name, doesn't it? It says it's a highlighter, but it's white. I would use this for like cut creases and stuff. That's what I use this for. I have here the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but this is a eyeshadow primer that's supposed to be made just for shimmers, I guess, to like intensify shimmers. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't speak to how it works, but if it works anything like this one, then I will definitely like it. And then this right here is just the Morphe Concealer in C0.00. This is white. So I have this specifically to use for cut creases. I have one in my stash that I'm using right now. This is just my backup because I'm almost done with the one that I'm using. I prefer to use white concealers for cut creases and for when I'm doing super duper colorful looks, bright colorful looks, pastel looks like that, and I really need those colors to show up. That's what I use for that. Back here, this is the NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. I have not opened or tried this one yet either. So this will be one that hopefully I can try pretty soon when I finish up, some other stuff. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And it has a sticker on it because it was previously part of a project pan. I've got a good dent in there. I've got a pretty good dent in there. I like this. This is really, really good. But I wouldn't pay full price for it. I would only purchase it on sale. And I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more paint pot. This one is in Laying Low. I have not used this yet. This shade is a little bit deeper, almost my skin tone. And I picked this up from the cosmetic company store for like $5. Here, I'll put them next to each other so you can see. So see, this shade is slightly deeper than this shade. So that is those. ASMR. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base. I know the writing is off, but this is in Fair. This is super light. I can also use this for cut creases. This stuff is so thick. When I tell you, you only need the tiniest little bit. I mean, I don't even think I've ever dipped my brush into the actual pot. I've only used what's on the cap, and I can get it on both eyes just from a little bit. Like, you literally only need a tiny bit of this. And then the last one I have is the Nyx Eye Base. And I think this is just the skin tone. Yeah, this is just the skin tone. I had this in my last Shop My Stash. I did use it a few times. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I am going to continue to use it and test it. I do have to set this in order for it to not crease. So those are the eye primers. Let's move on to the face primers. All right, now we're going to get into the face primers. So first I'm going to talk about the ones that I have currently in my Shop My Stash. Let's talk about this bougie behind primer right here. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. And I'll just show you how much I have used so far. I've been using this all month long since I pulled it. I really like this primer. It does help my makeup last. It's worked with all 3 foundations that I've tried it with, and that is really dangerous because this primer retails for $52. So would I repurchase this? Yes, I would, but not for $52. Okay, I would definitely try to find this on sale. And then next I have a Sephora Mattify primer. This is for my T-zone. I love this stuff. It's super cheap, affordable. I just usually get the mini ones. I have I have a full-size one in here, and I have a couple backups of the minis. And this is just a great mattifying primer for my T-zone. I love it, and I will continue to buy it and use it. And then these two are primers that I previously had in a project pan. That's why they have stickers on them. This is my Holy Grail mattifying primer. This is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. This is the one I use for my T-zone. As you can see, it is beat to all hell. And I have used so much of it. You literally only need the tiniest amount of this. And this is matte. Like it keeps oils at bay. I love it, and I'm so sad that you can't get this anymore because Becca is gone, but I do have a backup ready to go when I finish that. And then the last primer I have, this is the Cover FX Blurring Primer that I have cut open because again, I was trying to finish it. I'm still gonna work on it a little bit longer, but I think this primer is pretty much on its last leg. This is a really nice blurring primer though. I have another brand new one in there ready to go too. All right, let's get into these. I'm gonna start over here. This is the Pure Lyse Matcha Green Tea Priming Moisturizer. So this is like a double duty product. It's a primer and a moisturizer. Really love this. It's not scented. It's super lightweight, like it says. It says it's for oily combination skin. I absolutely love this. Love to use that with the BB cream. This is the Milani Prime and Protect Primer with SPF 30. This is an Andrea Renee influence purchase. I have taken this on vacation with me. I've used it several times. Absolutely love that one. Here's another great one from Milani. This is the Milani Prep and Hydrate Lightweight Primer. This one is really good too. I'm thinking about pulling this in my next shop my stash. This one is the Coconut Smoothie Priming Moisturizer from Hello Fab. This is so dewy. Like if you have dry skin, you will probably really like this. And I have another one too. So I got these from when I used to get Allure. So I got one in one box and then I ended up getting one in another box. This one has not, this one doesn't have, hasn't been open yet. So I've got one ready to go, but I use this so rarely just because it's so super dewy. I like to use this with the Juvia's Place foundation because that foundation is super duper matte. This one is super duper glowy, so they make a really good match together. And then I have several primers from CoverGirl. So this one right here is my favorite, right here. My CoverGirl True Base Business Primer. This is great. It's not just my favorite because it's the color purple. It just works. Like, it says it's mattifying, but it doesn't really mattify. I don't know how to describe what it does, but it does minimize my pores. It's just great on the skin. It works really well, especially with hydrating foundations. I love to use this with hydrating foundations because it just works really well with those. And then this is a newer one that I'm gonna try out. This is specifically for mattifying, and I'm gonna try this in my T-zone. I'm on the hunt to try to find a more affordable route to try to replace my Becca Evermatte primer because you can't get it anymore. So that's why I got that to try. And then this is just another backup of the True Base Business Primer that I love. This is a new Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. This is the dupe for, or has said to been a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I tried this first. I used one of these completely up in a previous project pan. I love it, and I will always repurchase that. This is the full size of the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Mattifying Primer that I was telling you about. Really, really love that for the T-zone. This is the Touch and Soul No Problem Prime Essence. And I got this when I used to get BoxyCharm. I have not tried it yet. So I heard it's very liquidy. I'm excited to give it a try when I get to it. Another BoxyCharm item from Touch and Soul. This is a Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. I did have it in a previous project pan. This also is super glowy though. Like when they say glass skin, like your skin is shining, honey. Okay, so this is a really good item to pair with a really matte foundation. And then I have the e.l.f. Putty Mattifying Primer, which this is just okay to me. I like this one better than this one. I just got this specifically to use in my T-zone. And it's, like I said, it's okay. It's not as mattifying as some of the other ones that I have. It's just okay, but yeah, there's that. This is the Too Faced Hangover Good to Go Skin Protecting Moisturizer Primer with SPF 25. I tried this once, and it is also very dewy. It says it's hydrating and lightweight. I would agree with that it's hydrating and lightweight, but it leaves my skin really dewy. So if you have dry skin and you're looking for something with SPF, this is a really good one. Again, a good pair with a matte foundation. I have a lot of hydrating primer, y'all. I have normal to dry skin. I have normal to combo skin. So around the perimeter of my skin, my face is normal. I have a dry chin area and mouth area, and then my T-zone is oily. So that's why I have a different variations of primers. So this is the Tarte Base Tape, another hydrating primer. I got this when I used to get BoxyCharm. Have not tried it yet. Can't speak to how well it works. This right here is one of my favorite primers. I love this. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. Oh my God. So this is considered to be a dewy primer, but I'm telling you, this does not leave my skin as dewy as this. And when I tell you this sucker makes your makeup last and looks so beautiful, it is gorgeous. I loved it so much. I went and bought another backup. Sorry. This is a brand new one of the Cover FX Blurring Primer that I got from BoxyCharm, I believe. So I've got another one of these ready to go. Another BoxyCharm primer. This is the Georgette Clinger Marula Primer. I have not tried this yet. I did try to pull it, but I put it back because it says on here that it's really hydrating. So I want to pair it with a more not so hydrating foundation and see how it works. This is another one of my favorite primers. I love this, clearly. This is the Touch and Soul No Pore Film Primer. I love this. I've emptied an entire bottle. I have this one, and I have 1, 2, 3 backups. I picked this up when it's on sale. This is such a beautiful, beautiful primer for my skin. Love, love, love it. This one right here is the Hello Fab First Aid Beauty. This is the Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. I actually found this from TJ Maxx. I don't know if I found this from TJ Maxx for $12. I think this is normally like 20 bucks. So since I have the super hydrating one, I wanted to, try the mattifying one and see, and see what it's hitting for. This is a primer from Wish. This is the Botanical Primer with whatever that is. I haven't tried this yet. Yeah, it's still sealed. I think I got this from either Allure or FabFitFun or something. So I will try it eventually, just to see how it works. I'm not, it depends on whether or not I really like it to whether I would repurchase. This is a little baby guy of the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer. This is supposed to be mattifying, but honestly, I don't feel like it does that. I think this is just a regular primer. I have also a little baby guy of the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I think I got this from like Sephora as a sample. And I have 2 backups of the mini size of this primer. So as you can see, I got plenty of this primer to last me. This is a new purchase. I actually just bought this because I wanted to try it. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Mattifying Primer. I think this is replacing the Oil and Shine Control, which I wanted to try the Oil and Shine Control, but I couldn't find it anymore. So I only bought the mini guy. Ulta had like a special where you get like 5 times the points on this or something. So I just got the mini guy so that I can try it out, see if I like it. And if I like it, I might consider purchasing the full size. This is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, full size. This is really good, but I will say I actually like the e.l.f. one a little bit better. I emptied a mini size of this. I went and purchased a full size one just so I can have it. This right here is from IPSY. I got this from IPSY. This is the Ciate London Watermelon Burst, another hydrating primer. Which can you just clearly see that I love hydrating primers? So this is what this looks like. I have quite a few products from this like watermelon line. I've got a setting powder, I've got a setting spray. So yeah, I'm excited to pull that and try it. But of course I want to try to finish up some other ones first before I open it. This right here is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. Cover FX makes really good face products, y'all. I have several products from for complexion that I really, really like. So yeah, I'm excited to give that one a try. I might open up this one after I finish this blurring primer to see if the gripping primer is any better. And then last but not least, this is my backup of my Becca Ever Matte primer that I have here. So yeah, that is a wrap for all of my face primers and eye primers. And that is a wrap for my face primers and eye primer collection. I hope that you enjoyed seeing what is in my collection. Once again, I'm going to continue to film these until we get to the grand finale, which is going to be the eyeshadow palette collection for 2022. And all I can say is my collection has grown quite a bit since starting on YouTube, but I have a lot more categories to go before we get to the eyeshadow palettes. So just keep on, you know, coming back for this journey, all right? So before I go, I'm just gonna share with you what I use to create this eye look and also the lip combo. I did post this look on Instagram, so if you wanna see some of the other details that I have on my face, you can head over to my Instagram. It is Gigi Loves Beauty 2. We'll put the handle right there on the screen. That is where I'm the most active, so you want to keep up with me in between these weekly videos, make sure that you follow me over there, okay? So for today's look was for another Facebook challenge. I like participating when I can in these weekly Facebook challenges, and this week's challenge was to create an orange eyeshadow look. So of course I had to like make it super pizzazzy and add orange glitter. So I have here two palettes that I use to create the look right here. So we have the ColourPop So Jaded palette. Everything that I use is from My Shop, My Stash. And I also pulled in an oldie but goodie. This is the Proceed with Caution ColourPop Makeup Shayla palette. And the star of this look is this shade right here called Warning. Oh, so absolutely beautiful here. I'm gonna take off my glasses. I'll come in just a little closer so you can see the look up close. Don't mind my glasses right there, but yeah, so Warning is the shade that is on my lid. I also use the shade Maintenance right here. That's what's on my outer V, and I use the shade Drill, which is right there. I use that just in the center to kind of blend those two shades together. And then from the So Jaded palette, I only use two shades from here. So I use this one right here. It's called Carnelian, I think. This is really deep orange shade right here. And then I also use the shade right above it called You're a Gem. That's on my brow bone. And then this deep orange shade is in my crease. So that is how I created the eyes. Again, I used orange and orange glitter liner, as you can see up top, to give it a little bit more pizzazz. And for the lip combo, I have these products right here. My ColourPop Lippy Pencil. You guys know I always use these. This is in the shade Boarding Pass. And then on the lips is this gloss right here that I found at TJ Maxx. This is from Pretty Vulgar. The shade is called Money Moves, and it's the CEO of gloss. It's not on the package. I actually looked it up online to see the shade, but this is absolutely beautiful. Super sparkly, very smooth, very creamy. You don't feel the glitters in it, and it's super high shine and moisturizing. And I absolutely love it. So yeah, once again, that's a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here and you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure that you smash that like button for me. Let the community know that you guys enjoy the content I'm bringing to you. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on also that you do not miss any content from GG. I already told you, make sure you're following me on my other social medias. I put my handle there. The handle's also down in the description. To all of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to support this girl right here. And to all of my newbies who come on board, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate every watch, every like, and every comment because it motivates me to create more content. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.